Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Learnish. In this video, we will study about transportation, which is of class 10th biology chapter life processes. In this video, we will get to know what are the different mechanisms which is needed in transportation in plants and animals and what are the structures which help in transportation. So let's start. Transportation, it is the movement of molecules, ions or substances from one place to another. Water, nutrients and hormones and some other substances, they are needed for the metabolic activities and they have to be transported in bodies of plants and animals from one place to another, and that process is called transportation. Now transportation दोनों plants में भी होता है और animals में भी होता है, and in both it occurs through two ways. In plants, first is ascent of sap. Ascent means movement and sap is the solution of water and mineral. It occurs through xylem. In plants, we have complex tissues which are xylem and phloem. Xylem helps in transportation of water and phloem helps in transportation of food from one place to another. Second one is translocation. Translocation is a term which is used for the movement of food. Now the food which is produced in leaves during the process of photosynthesis, that is transported to different part. जो भी part को food चाहिए वहाँ तक कौन लेके जाता है? Phloem. So phloem helps in transporting food. Now transportation in animals, it occurs in two ways. Blood circulatory system, which is most important. It has three parts: blood, heart and blood vessel. Blood is a fluid connective tissue and it helps in transporting substances. Heart is a main pumping organ which pumps blood to different parts of the body. Blood vessels, they are the pipe-like structures which help in transporting blood. They carry blood from one place to another. Second one is lymphatic system. It also has three parts: lymph vessels and lymph node. Now transportation plant, the transportation, it takes place of two things: water and mineral, and second is food. Water and mineral are transported through xylem, which is a complex tissue present in plant. Now in plants, because diffusion alone cannot meet the requirements of plant, so plants use another strategy to move water in the xylem upward to highest point of the plant body. क्योंकि बहुत लंबे लंबे पेड़ होते हैं, बड़े बड़े पेड़ होते हैं और उनमें सिर्फ डिफ्यूजन की वजह से सब्सटेंसेस टॉप मोस्ट पॉइंट तक नहीं पहुंच सकते. इसीलिए प्लांट में एक ऐसा मैकेनिज्म चाहिए जिसकी वजह से सब्सटेंसेस इजीली रूट से टॉप मोस्ट लेवल तक पहुंच पाए. तो उसके लिए क्या है? देयर आर टू मैकेनिज्म्स फॉर इट. फर्स्ट इज ट्रांसफरेशनल पुल एंड सेकेंड इज रूट प्रेशर. ट्रांसफरेशनल पुल, इट अकर्स by the process of transpiration. Transpiration क्या होता है? It is a loss of water through stomata of the leaves in form of vapor. That is transpiration. अब जो leaves के through water loss होता है transpiration में, that creates a suction pressure. That creates a suction pressure. It means जो xylem है उसमें एक vacuum create हो जाता है और उस vacuum की वजह से water जो xylem cells में present है रूट से लीव्स की तरफ पुल हो जाता है. इट मीन्स लॉस ऑफ वाटर फ्रॉम लीव्स इन फॉर्म ऑफ वाटर वेपर क्रिएट्स अ सक्शन प्रेशर एंड दिस सक्शन प्रेशर हेल्प्स इन पुलिंग वाटर फ्रॉम xylem cells of root to leaves. Second one is root pressure. Water from soil is absorbed by root hairs. It enters by the process of diffusion. As we all know that root hairs, they help in absorbing water from the soil. Now this water when enters the root hair, different water molecules, the water molecule which enter root, it pushes other water molecule in front of them. जैसे कि आप लोग क्लास से बाहर निकलते हैं, बहुत भीड़ रहती है तो आप लोग एक दूसरे को धक्का मुक्की देते हुए निकलते हैं, अपने आगे वाले को धक्का देते हैं. उसी तरह जब वाटर मॉलिक्यूल रूट के अंदर एंटर करता है तो अपने से आगे वाले वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स को पुश करता है, धक्का देता है, जिसकी वजह से रूट प्रेशर क्रिएट होता है. नाउ ट्रांसफरेशन पुल ये मेनली डे टाइम में होता है और रूट प्रेशर ये नाइट के दौरान, जब भी रात होती है तब ये ज़्यादा ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है. ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ फूड एंड अदर सब्सटेंसेस. नाउ ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफ फूड एंड अदर सब्सटेंसेस which are produced during the process of photosynthesis. That is called translocation. It occurs through phloem, basically the sieve tubes. With the help of companion cell, they help in transporting. Now, transportation of food is bidirectional. It means it can occur in any way, like from root to topmost level, topmost leaf, or from the leaf to the root. But the transportation of water, it takes place only in one direction, that is from root to leaves, or root to other part like flower, branches, etc. Glucose, amino acid, and other substances, they are delivered to root, leaves, stems, seeds, and to growing organs. Now, the transporting food, it takes energy from ATP. ATP is the energy currency, as we already know, and this needs energy for transportation. Now, what is the mechanism of transportation of food? First one, sucrose is transported to phloem using energy. See, this is the phloem, and there are cells which are surrounding the phloem. This is a longitudinal section. Now, the sucrose from the cell, it will enter the phloem. When it will enter, it will increase the osmotic pressure in the phloem. As a result, the water molecule from the adjacent cell will also move into the phloem. Now, here the high pressure is created. Now the materials in the phloem, they move to the tissues which have less pressure. Wherever the food is needed, that will be the less pressure area, low pressure area, and the food will move to the low pressure area. Understood? So this was the mechanism. Next is transportation in human being. I already told you that the transportation in human being takes place by two ways: blood circulatory system and lymphatic system. First of all, we will study about blood circulatory system, and in that about blood. Now, blood is composed of two parts, plasma and blood cell. Plasma comprises 55 to 60% of the blood, and blood cells, they comprise 40 to 45%. Now, plasma, it is a fluid portion of blood which contains water, protein, hormones, salts, and in this plasma, the blood cells are also in it. It helps in transporting food, carbon dioxide, and nitrogenous waste in dissolved form, because plasma is fluid, so the substances in plasma, they are transported in dissolved form. Coming to the blood cells, there are three types of blood cells: RBC, which are red blood cells, WBC, white blood cells, and platelets. Now, RBCs, they are red in color because of the presence of red pigment hemoglobin. Hemoglobin helps in transportation of oxygen from lungs to all body parts and carbon dioxide back to the lung, because hemoglobin, it captures the oxygen, it binds with the oxygen and helps in its transportation. Now, white blood cells, they are white in color because they do not have any pigment, and they help in protecting us from diseases, so it provides immunity to us. Next is platelet. Now, if देर इज़ एनी इंजरी, अगर हमको कभी चोट लग जाती है तो हम आपने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा कि खून थोड़ी देर के लिए बहता है, उसके बाद खून बहना रुक जाता है. वाई इट हैपन्स बिकॉज प्लेटलेट, दे फॉर्म ब्लड क्लॉट व्हेन ब्लीडिंग अकर्स. वो जो प्लेटलेट हमारे ब्लड में प्रेजेंट हैं, वो वहाँ पे आके क्लॉग हो जाते हैं, इकट्ठा हो जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से ब्लड बाहर और नहीं बहता है. Now, coming to the heart, it is the main blood pumping organ which pumps blood to different body parts. Like, this is the structure of heart. This is just a diagram. It is divided into 4 parts. The upper 2 part, or the upper 2 chambers, they are called atrium, and the lower chambers, they are called ventricles. So, the left part and right part, they are also divided with the help of wall. This division is to separate oxygenated blood from deoxygenated blood to prevent the mixing of them. Now, between the left atrium and left ventricle, there is a valve which has passage which allows the blood to flow from left atrium to left ventricle. This passage is guarded by valve. This valve is called bicuspid valve. जैसे आप लोग एक रूम अपने घर में एक रूम से दूसरे रूम में जाते हैं तो फिर बीच में दरवाज़ा होता है और दरवाज़ा ओपन होता है और क्लोज होता है, ये वॉल्व वही फंक्शन करते हैं. ब्लड को आने के लिए ओपन हो जाते हैं और जब ब्लड लेफ्ट एट्रियम से वेंट्रिकल्स में आ जाता है तो वो क्लोज हो जाते हैं. वाई दे क्लोज? टू प्रिवेंट बैक फ्लो ऑफ ब्लड, ताकि वेंट्रिकल से ब्लड फिर वापस एट्रियम में ना चला जाए. नाउ द राइट एट्रियम, दिस इज द राइट एट्रियम. फ्रॉम द राइट एट्रियम the blood passes to the right ventricle and between them is also a valve. This valve is tricuspid valve. The valve which is present between the left atrium and left ventricle is bicuspid, and the valve which is present between right atrium and right ventricle is called tricuspid valve. Okay, now how the mechanism, how the blood flow takes place through the heart. Pulmonary arteries. Generally, arteries, they carry oxygenated blood, but the pulmonary arteries, they are the only artery which carry deoxygenated blood from heart to the lungs. They carry this deoxygenated blood to the lung for oxygenation, ताकि जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है ब्लड में वो लंग्स को दे दें और लंग्स में जो ऑक्सीजन है वो ब्लड में आ जाए. ठीक है. आफ्टर oxygenation, pulmonary vein, they carry oxygenated blood from lung to heart and they pour that blood. वो blood कहाँ डालते हैं? लेफ्ट एट्रियम में डाल देते हैं. फिर लेफ्ट एट्रियम से ब्लड लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में चला जाता है थ्रू दिस वॉल्व विच इज bicuspid valve. Okay, now left ventricle will contract, and in this contraction the blood which is there, it will squeeze out through aorta. Aorta is the largest artery present in human body. From aorta it will pass to different body part. Blood flow होगा और अलग अलग body parts तक जाएगा. फिर blood वहाँ उन cells तक जाने के बाद ऑक्सीजन cells को देगा और cells से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ले लेगा. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेने के बाद ब्लड डीऑक्सीजनेटेड हो जाता है. ठीक है. फिर वो डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड डिफरेंट बॉडी पार्ट से वेन्स के थ्रू हार्ट में आएगा. नाउ द वेन विच pour that deoxygenated blood into the heart, it is called vena cava. There are two vena cavas, vena cava from the lower body part and the vena cava from the upper body part. They pour deoxygenated blood into right atrium, from where it flows into right ventricle through this valve which is present between them called tricuspid valve. Okay, now this ventricle, right ventricle, will contract and the deoxygenated blood will again pumped out to the lung through pulmonary arteries. This is the whole mechanism of flow of blood. Here, as you can see, it is a schematic representation of transport and exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. These are the lung capillaries. यहाँ पे exchange process हो रहा है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और ऑक्सीजन का. पल्मोनरी वेन है जो लंग से ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड लेकर हार्ट में आ रही है. ठीक है. हार्ट में कहाँ वो पोर कर रही है? लेफ्ट एट्रिया में. फिर लेफ्ट एट्रिया से वो लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में जाएगा. लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल से वो पंप होगा एओर्टा के थ्रू. इट विल पास टू डिफरेंट बॉडी पार्ट्स थ्रू आर्टरीज. बॉडी पार्ट में जाने के बाद अलग अलग सेल्स में एक्सचेंज प्रोसेस होगा. ऑक्सीजन ब्लड सेल्स को दे देगा और सेल्स से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ले लेगा. लेने के बाद फिर वो डीऑक्सीजनेटेड हो जाएगा एंड दैट डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड फ्रॉम द बॉडी इज ट्रांसपोर्टेड टू द हार्ट. फिर हार्ट में वो वेना कावा के थ्रू पोर होता है और राइट एट्रिया से राइट वेंट्रिकल में जाएगा. राइट वेंट्रिकल से फिर से पंप होने के बाद पल्मोनरी आर्टरी के थ्रू लंग्स में जाएगा फॉर ऑक्सीजनेशन. सो दिस इज द होल प्रोसेस. अब यहाँ पे आप देखिए कि एक ही साइकिल में जो ब्लड फ्लो हो रहा है हार्ट के थ्रू वो 2 बार हो रहा है. ठीक है. जब हार्ट से लंग की तरफ डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड जाता है, फिर वो लंग्स में ऑक्सीजनेट होने के बाद वापस हार्ट में आता है. दिस सर्कुलेशन इज कॉल्ड पल्मोनरी सर्कुलेशन. ओके, नाउ हार्ट से फिर वो ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड, ऑक्सीजन रिच ब्लड बॉडी को जाएगा, फिर बॉडी से डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड वापस हार्ट में आता है. दिस साइकिल इज कॉल्ड सिस्टमिक सर्कुलेशन. एक ही साइकिल में 2 बार सर्कुलेशन हो रहा है ब्लड का हार्ट के थ्रू. सो इसीलिए ह्यूमन में कहते हैं कि ये डबल सर्कुलेशन होता है. नाउ व्हाट इज डबल सर्कुलेशन? इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक और ये आता ही आता है. पल्मोनरी सर्कुलेशन और सिस्टमिक सर्कुलेशन, 2 सर्कुलेशन होते हैं डबल सर्कुलेशन में. पल्मोनरी सर्कुलेशन में क्या होता है कि डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड राइट वेंट्रिकल से हार्ट की तरफ जाता है, राइट वेंट्रिकल जो होता है हार्ट का, वहाँ से लंग्स की तरफ जाता है, फिर लंग्स से फिर वो ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड लेकर हार्ट में आता है. ओके, जैसे यहाँ पर हुआ, यहाँ से. दिस इज pulmonary circulation. Systemic circulation, it is the circulation of oxygenated blood from heart to body part and returning of deoxygenated blood from body part to heart, like this one. Okay, so since in a single cycle the blood is passing through the heart twice, it is called double circulation. Very important. Now coming to the blood vessels, they are of 3 types: artery, vein and capillaries. Arteries, they carry oxygenated blood away from the heart to other part of the body, and veins carry deoxygenated blood from different body part to heart. Now capillaries, they are the small branches of arteries which connect artery and vein. Size of the lumen: artery, the lumen size is small, and in vein the lumen is wider. Here in capillaries the lumen is very small. Wall thickness, as you can see that arteries they have thick wall and veins they have thinner and less elastic wall than arteries. In capillary the wall thickness is very thin. It is only 1 cell layered thick. Now the blood flow in arteries is very fast and it flows in very high pressure, while in vein the pressure is low and the flow of blood is also slow. So capillaries, here the blood is passing very slowly and very low pressure is there. Type of blood carried, I already told you that it carries oxygenated blood, and veins it carries deoxygenated blood, except for the pulmonary vein. Here also in arteries oxygenated blood is carried except for pulmonary artery. Capillary, it carries oxygenated blood to cell body, brings deoxygenated blood out of the cell body. Now presence of valve. Arteries, valve is not present except for the pulmonary artery. In veins valve is present because the blood has to pass from body to the heart. तो ताकि ब्लड का जो प्रेशर, क्योंकि ब्लड का प्रेशर लो रहता है इसीलिए वॉल्व प्रेजेंट होता रहते हैं बीच बीच में, ताकि ब्लड पीछे की तरफ फ्लो ना हो, हार्ट की तरफ जाए ताकि. ओके, so this is the basic structure of artery and vein connecting through the capillary. This is the artery which is shown by the red color because it contains oxygenated blood, and this is the vein which is shown by the blue color because it contains deoxygenated blood. They are connected through fine branches of capillaries. Now coming to the lymphatic system, and it is the second transportation way present in human being. Lymphatic system is divided into 3 parts: lymph, lymph vessels and lymph node. Now what is lymph? Like blood was of red color. Similarly, lymph is a yellowish fluid which contains blood plasma and WBC but no RBC. Okay, because RBCs they are not present, so the lymph is not red in color. It is yellowish in color because of the presence of plasma and WBC. Now, lymph vessels. Vessels are the pipe-like structures which help in transporting lymph from one part to another part. Now, next is lymph node. These lymph nodes, they are the cluster of cells which help in transporting lymph. They are the small node-like structures, circular node-like structures which help in transporting lymph. Now, function of lymph. Lymph, it takes up excess fluid that has diffused out from the blood capillaries and puts it into the blood. जो blood capillaries में blood flow होता है, उस blood flow के टाइम कुछ प्लाज्मा, थोड़ा प्लाज्मा और कुछ WBCs उस blood vessel के बाहर निकल आते हैं. तो वो जो है, जब वो बाहर निकल आते हैं, जो excess fluid बाहर निकल आता है, lymph उसको ले लेता है. Okay? Now, the second one, it has lymphocyte which fight against infections and produce antibodies. So lymph, it contains lymphocytes which help in providing us immunity and fight against infections by producing antibodies. It carries digested fat from intestine. As you remember, when we studied digestion, there was the absorption process. The fat was taken up through lacteals present in the villi. So, that digested fat is taken from the intestine by the lymph. So, this was all, and this is the lymphatic system. Here you can see the nodes, the small nodes here. These are the nodes which are present. These are the lymphatic node, and this is the whole structure of the lymphatic system. Thanks for watching, and please like, share and subscribe my channel. If you have any queries, please do write me in the comment section. Thank you.